Greetings, I'm John Setzler. Welcome back to the Kamado Joe Cooking Channel. Today we are in Atlanta at the annual Kamado Joe National Sales Meeting where Andy Scalzo and I are going to be putting together a meal for this group of people for dinner this evening. We're going to start out, here it is about noon or so. We're going to fire up some grills and make some snack foods and some appetizers, and then we'll get on to the main course of the meal a little bit later on today, which is going to include some Chateaubriand and some shrimp scampi. So follow along with us. We're going to have an epic cook today. Okay, Andy's getting started on his appetizer snack today. We got these fantastic looking meatballs over at Patton's Meat Market, and Andy's stacking these guys on the grill. We're going to par cook these things for a little while, and then we're going to put them in a sauce. All right, now I'm getting ready to start my snack food endeavor. We've got some cheddar jalapeno sausage that I picked up at Patton's Meat Market also. I'm going to put these guys down here on the grill at about 250 with some pecan wood smoke until they're done, but I'm also going to shake on a little of my barbecue rub onto these, just let them soak up some of that flavor. So we'll be back in about an hour or so to have a look at these. Okay, Andy's ready to make his sauce for these meatballs, and we're going to put these in a pan on a Joe over indirect heat. He's got a 32-ounce jar of grape jelly that we're just going to shake all that jelly out into this pan. Andy's not much of a cook. I don't know if y'all realize that or not. Those of you who know who Andy is know he's a phenomenal cook, but we're dealing with some grape jelly. And then we're going to follow that up with 2 bottles of this Heinz chili sauce. We're just going to dump that in with that grape jelly and mix it all up. And we're going to let that stuff sit on the Joe and melt that down and make the sauce for these meatballs. And we'll come back. We're going to add the meatballs to the sauce. Okay, Andy's sauce is ready, and we're going to start transferring these meatballs into the sauce where we'll let them cook a little bit more to get some of that flavor going in there. And we've been joined by a new special guest star, Stephen Blust, here on the right. Stephen's a Kamado Joe head, and he's also known as Smokehouse on the Kamado Guru forum. So those meatballs are going right in the pan here, and once we get all those in there and stir those around a little bit, we're going to put them back on the grill for a little while and let that heat through real well, and then we're going to take those in and serve them. Okay, Andy's meatballs are ready to go here, and I'm going to scarf one of them. We're going to have to taste test this before we feed it to the crowd, because you know how Andy is. Wow, Andy, that's pretty good.
Outstanding.
Outstanding. Okay, our sausage here is ready, so I'm going to take this off the grill. We're going to slice this up, and we'll have a look at that whole picture in just a minute. Okay, here you can have a look at that cheddar jalapeno sausage that we got from Patton's Meat Market. That stuff's perfect. We're going to take that in and serve it with a tray of sliced cheese. So the meatballs and the sausage and cheese are done. They're going in. We'll come back here shortly and get started on the next part of this cook. Okay, now that we've got the appetizers and snacks out of the way, we're going to start preparing our main stuff. And we're going to cook some shrimp tonight, but the first thing I'm going to do is make a butter and garlic sauce to cook that shrimp in. So I've got a foil pan here on the Classic. I'm going to dump 4 sticks of butter in there and let that melt. Okay, now that most of our butter is melted, I've got about 8 cloves of garlic that I've minced up pretty finely with a microplane grater. We're going to put that in there, and then we're going to shake in a little bit of flaked parsley, and I'm going to squeeze in the juice of 1 lemon, and we're going to finish this off with just a little bit of the good stuff. I'm just going to put a splash of this Maker's Mark in there. Don't tell anybody. And I'm just going to give this a stir around to kind of mix that up. We're going to keep this on the grill and let this get hot, and we're going to cook our shrimp in this. So we'll be back when it's time to cook the shrimp. Okay, this is not officially part of our cook. I just wanted to give you a quick sneak peek here of this and give you guys something to think about. Okay, we've got about 12 or 13 pounds of Chateaubriand here, which is center cut beef tenderloin, and we're going to start prepping this to get it on the grill. We're going to do a prep. We're going to put a crust on this. We're going to sear it off, and then we're going to finish it over indirect. Okay, we put Steven to work here. He's taking some asparagus spears, and we're wrapping and rolling those guys in prosciutto, and we're going to put those on the grill last. That's going to be the last thing that comes off, because those things only take just a couple of minutes to cook. Okay, we've got another Kamado Joe Classic fired up here really hot. So we're going to put these Chateaubriands on here, and we're going to turn these and get a good sear all the way around on each of these. Okay, I've got this meat seared off, and Andy has made us a paste that we're going to put on here. This has Dijon mustard, extra virgin olive oil, chopped garlic, chopped thyme, and chopped rosemary. What else is in there, Andy? Salt. We put salt in this. What else goes in it? That's it. So we're going to rub this all over this meat, and then it's going to go back on the grill indirect until it's done. So I'm going to get these rubbed down, and we'll see you when we go back to the grill.
Let's put that bad boy on the grill.
We've got our Chateau glazed, so we're going to throw these on this grill indirect and let these finish coming up to a nice medium rare. So that's what we're looking at, man. That's some good looking meat. While these are cooking, we're going to go start on our shrimp. Okay, we've got our butter garlic sauce here ready for the shrimp. So I'm just going to dump very slowly, dump all of our shrimp in there. And I'm going to stir that around to get a good coat on all this. And we're going to let this cook right here in this garlic sauce until these shrimp are done while our meat's finishing up. We got a couple of pieces of meat that are darn near ready to come off. So it's not going to be long till we're finished with that. And then we'll put the asparagus that we've wrapped in prosciutto on the grill. All right, we've pulled the meat off. We're going to let this meat rest. We're going to wrap this in foil for just a little while. And then we're going to take it inside and slice it up. So the meat's done. All we've got left to do is the shrimp and the asparagus. So we're going to get on that right now. Okay, we've just taken the shrimp off the grill. So the last piece we've got here is our asparagus that's wrapped in prosciutto. So what I'm going to do is drizzle these guys with a little extra virgin olive oil. And then we're going to shake on just a little bit of, just a very light dose of granulated garlic, very, very light on that. And then we're going to hit them with a little salt. And then we're going to take these guys over, put them on the grill. Okay, we're just going to lay these asparagus on here. And these are going to go for about 5 to 7 minutes. And we'll flip them halfway through. And once these come off, this is going to wrap up our cook. So we'll be back just as these are coming off the grill. Okay, these asparagus are ready. So we're going to lift these off the grill and take these inside. So this is actually going to wrap up this epic cook. And we're going to go inside, and I'll get some of this plated up and show you what it looks like on the plate. We're back inside, and we're going to slice one of these Chateaus and have a look. This is one of the ones that's a little more than medium rare. So we're going to cut right through here, have a look at that. Look at that meat. That looks absolutely outstanding. So we're going to go ahead and get the rest of this sliced up. Okay, folks, here's a plate. This is my plate. I've got 2 pieces of that meat. We've got our shrimp, and the hotel prepared us some sides. We have some pasta to serve that shrimp over, some corn, and here's our prosciutto wrapped asparagus and some bread. So that's going to wrap this cook up. Until next time, this is John Setzler with the Kamado Joe Cooking Channel.